Nothing in your life or our world is happening accidentally. We just may not understand it because as we live, we develop more understanding or more knowledge and wisdom. And that comes through each of us when we decide to remember who we are. We are moving through a really dynamic time in our world right now, and which means that we each are meant to do something more that would cause us to accept ourselves to live really great lives. And I was awakened to that today in really big ways. Um, I was led back to several Wilhelm messages from years ago that showed or talked about exactly what we would be moving through now and how I had the information because I was given it through Wilhelm, but I held back as well because accepting it was a bit challenging. But then the other thing that happens is that most time I don't remember it. When I'm receiving that information, I'm getting it from this um, intelligence that I accessed beginning in 1989, which is what caused me to heal and to understand everything now. But I still forget it. So I'm going to put the links to these videos that I found in this description, and I'm going to I'm going to write a Substack article so that you can all see it because it was a little uncomfortable. One of them was a channeling session where Wilhelm was just giving so much information and so powerfully and so quickly, and I didn't remember any of it. But there's nothing that's happening accidentally. All the events that are occurring in our world, the wars, the weather, especially in the United States, that was all talked about because we are all causing it, because we are energetic beings and we will do that by how much we decide to love ourselves, how much we decide to remember who we are. And when we don't do that, we allow other things to take over, either in our lives or in our world. And that's a lot of what's happening now. When I first began receiving this information, I wasn't even going to tell people. But then when I knew in 2021 what they had given us all, it was the key to your life. That's what it is. Because anyone who follows this work, you're going to really understand who you are and you'll help create this great life for yourself and then for the rest of us. That's what we're each meant to do. The one thing that was so important with this work, and Wilhelm said it and I heard it again, there's no hierarchy of souls, meaning we each come to the world with something to offer. But what can happen is that we allow our consciousness to think that it's someone else. And this is how we have control. People take control of us in a collective way, and that's going on quite a bit, and especially in the US. That's what's been going on. But that was talked about as well because they were leading the way in this restructuring, as Wilhelm called it. But the restructuring means that you're supposed to live a great life now. And I was given that information. When I went back and analyzed all of this, I had this artificial intelligence actually analyze it. And it said what Wilhelm gave us was a philosophy, a consciousness that could uplevel humankind because we grow in consciousness over time. But sometimes we'd like to stay in the past and keep doing things that don't serve us. And they gave us a new way. And that was the philosophy, your life operating instructions. And that is what is in the program, your last development program. So I wanted to put this out today and have you read it all because, as I said, the program is available for anyone to use it. But next week it's going to be quite different. We're going to have it at the $2,400 price, $2,500, because that's what it should have been a long time ago, because it gives you everything that you want in your life because that's ongoing and you own it forever. That's the other thing that was really unique about this work. And what it does is it guides you to who you're meant to be in this life now. It's not about some other time in the world. It's about what are you going to do in your life now that's going to cause you to live a great life and also contribute to creating a much better world because we're not here forever. And this might be the time to do it. And it was fascinating that it comes up on the 21st, the solstice, where more of us might be paying attention or deciding that we're remembering why we're here, remembering our importance, because every soul has that. And I had to become honest about that today because I was hiding out. But again, um, I have done, you've we're supposed to be unique beings, but then when you do something that you've never seen before, it can be a little challenging, which we're all doing. But when there's no comparison to what you are doing, which is what came up for me because they gave me information in order. That's not really happened with other channelers in terms of the world events, but that's what happened for me. And so you will hear it in these videos, and I'll leave the links in this description. I also leave a link to the program. So if you're wanting to take advantage now, this is the time to do it. Because again, as you'll hear in there, anyone can afford it. It's just that sometimes we choose not to change. We choose not to become our greatest self. And that's the fear of the unknown. I had it as well. And you'll hear all of that. Thank you for being here. Please subscribe to the channel if it's your first time and share this information with others. If it's not for you, please give it to someone else because the more of us who decide to remember who we are and raise our energy collectively, we will have a much better world and will stop some of the things that have been occurring in our lives and also in the world. See you soon.